Dear friends, welcome to Civil Conclave presentations. Today we are going to talk about external drainage systems and its work procedure. The drainage framework technique for gathering and discarding the waste has been modernized and supplanted by a framework where squanders are blended in which an adequate amount of water and brought through the shut channels under the gravity steam conditions. This wastage sewerage naturally steams up to the spot of removal after appropriate treatments. The treated sewerage effluents might be discarded either in a running stream or a nala or might be utilized for a development. Extent of drainage system. The waste framework is specially introducing and laying the organization, that is a set of lines alongside apparatuses and fittings in a methodological way, thinking about the style in a prudent way. Seepage framework incorporates seepage pipes, apparatus, traps, vent pipes, stormwater pipes, sewer lines, shiver vents, and so on, alongside their gadgets and the important applications for removal of the wastewater in a characterized way. Internal drainage system. This includes a NANI trap, P trap, CI pipelines in the sanitary units, kitchen outlet, vertical pipelines from terrace to the ground level. Construction sequence of the flow chart drainage works is as follows. External plaster, then internal plaster, one coat of waterproofing, internal pipe work, fixing of the NANI trap, second coat of waterproofing, vertical stakes, gully trap and its chamber, work of pipe branch into the first chamber, main soil, manholes with the necessary sewer traps, connection to the main sewer line, that is the municipal line, connection to the septic tank, connection to the filter bed and connection to the drainage line, that is sullage line. Internal drainage system. This includes NANI trap, P trap, CA pipelines in sanitary units, kitchen outlets, vertical pipelines from the terrace to the ground level. External drainage system. It consists of gully trap, chambers, sewer trap, sewer line, septic tank, filter bed, final disposal, sullage line. Pipes material which has been used for these drainages are MS, CI, PVC, stoneware, asbestos and RCC. Joints. The joints are filled with cement joints, lead joints and solution joints, that is the chemical joints. Testing on pipes. The various tests conducted in the pipes are water under pressure, smoke test. Internal drainage system. Choice of the system. The choice of the system can be decided according to the location of the sanitary unit, considered the time of planning. Single stake. This is the image of the single stake system, whereas only one pipeline has been running down. This system can be used in a suitable grouping of all soil and waste pipes is possible. Then there is a double stake. See, the image has been given as a double stake joints. There are two pipelines has been running around, which is called as a double stake. This system can be used if the layout of the kitchen, bath and WC are isolated. If a grouping of all pipes is not possible. If wastewater from the kitchen and bath is to be used for the garden. Procedure for fixing vertical stakes. The real stamping of stake lines should be valid vertical on dividers. Find the necessary places of the opening for waste and soil pipe sources. Fixing of inside line organization and traps up to your vertical stakes with appropriate slants. Fix the lines with the fittings briefly and check verticality alongside the fittings. Neighboring should be at the similar level. Fix the vertical lines and fittings with the plumbing lines and clamps. Clips should be fixed at 1.5 meters center to center. One clamp should be simply beneath the attachment, that means underneath of the attachment. For flat pipeline, separating of kinch should be 0.9 centimeter, that is a 90 centimeter center to center. Joint fitting should be ideally finished with a lid if the pipeline is to be inserted in the floors. Openings made for fitting should be done with a concrete mortar. Vertical lines can be stretched out up to 90 centimeters above porch level for fixing the cowl. Associate the vertical stack to the creeper strap and afterwards to the investigation chamber, that means inspection chambers. Nanny trap, that is a NT. Nanny trap is provided for discharging wastewater from the kitchen, bath, etc., and as a water seal to avoid entry of gases. This is the methodology of fixing the nanny trap. Nanny trap has been fixed, goes outside, and this is a CA line, it has been connected so that bottom the water will go and upwards the gases can escape. Fixing procedures of the nanny trap. Nanny trap should be checked for a crack and internal shape before fixing on site. After one coat of waterproofing, nanny trap should be fixed with a minimum 15 centimeter away from the side walls. The connector used to connect the nanny trap to the vertical stake. A long arm nanny trap can also be used to connect it directly to the vertical stake. Joint should be carefully filled with a cement mortar 1:2. The mouth of the nanny trap should be protected with a gunny bag or a POP to avoid any materials falling in and creating the choke up during the progress of other work activities. P-trap and S-trap. P-trap is provided for discharging the soil waste from the water or WC toilet with a constant water seal to avoid entry of the foul gases. After one coat of waterproofing, adjust the height of the WC pan or a commode with respect to the finished floor level and then fix the traps. For EWC, P and S trap can be used connecting according to the location. EWC with S trap is generally available in the market. See here, it has been totally explained nicely. See, this is from the fixture where the commode has been sitting here. From here the water has been going down. This is a trap clean out. Here we are going to click it out. This is what we call the crown wear fixer branch, and it has been going down to the external line. This is what we call as a trap seal. External drainage system. The network of the lines laid for conveying waste and right from the soil to the vertical stakes to the septic tank or the primary sewerage line. And set of lines generally contains 10 centimeter dia of pipes for a branch line from the garage trap to the primary chamber and a 15 centimeter dia of pipes for the main line. Hence the measurement of the sewer treatments from sewer vent to sewer vent according to the expansion and releases. Kinds of sewer pipe. Ordinarily, the pipes are consist of stoneware coated pipes, precast, RCC pipes and CI pipes. Insulation and fittings. Gully trap. Gully trap is made of a stoneware mud, typically 15 centimeter by 15 centimeter. The water seal profundity is 75 mm, used between sterilite fittings and the structured channel. Utilized for concealing surface water from the yard and cleared strolls into the channels. A gully trap will separate a structure from structure channel by methods of 75 mm water seal profundity and hence force all sewerage gases from entering the structure. The top of the gully trap must be deep enough to prevent splashing over. Gully trap is so fixed that its chamber top is above the ground level. The chamber should be constructed on the gully trap. It should be of a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter. See here, the image will explain you. See here the cleaning eye. From here the pipe has been coming down. Okay, 75 concrete to be surrounded with a trap. This is the trap. 100 is the minimum diameter channel. This is the minimum water seal, what we call the water seal. Should be a minimum 600 to allow gully trap to be cleaned. This is about 25 centimeter has to be protruded outside. Okay, concrete surround to the object damage. Grating if possible to allow for a cleaning and everything. The gully trap has to be sealed with a sewer trap or a precast cover. Stoneware intercepting sewer trap is used before a building drain is connected to the public sewer. This trap has a water seal above 10 centimeter, which prevents the entry of objectionable, poisonous and harmful gases from public sewers into the building. Intercepting sewer is provided at the extreme end of the building drain adjoining to the boundary of the premises near the public sewer. This image will explain you how it has been fixed. This is the building compound wall. Okay, we are having house connections, and this is the way the pipe sewer trap has to go down and have been coming down outside. Procedure for laying the sewer pipes. Sewer pipes are laid start with their outfall closest towards the building beginning finishes. The bit of leeway picked up in the beginning from the last part, that is the outfall, is the use of the tall sewers in any event during the underlying the time of development. This guarantees that the working of the sewerage plot doesn't need to stand by until the fulfillment of the entire project. Imprint proposed arrangements on the ground by finding the various focuses along the arrangement. Find the position where sewer vents chambers are needed according to the drawing. Inclines in removal should be given. I mean incline means the slope. Exhume channels along the proposed arrangement. The width of the channel at the base should be kept 15 centimeter more than the external measurement of the sewer pipes. Lay sewer pipes between the two chambers or the inspection chambers. Keep the street passment position for the base intersection length of the sewer line. RCC hume pipes are commonly utilized for such an intersection. 10 centimeter sheet material cement of M10 should be laid along the sewer line. Sewer vent chambers should be built at various areas according to the drawings. Refilling of channels should be done quickly to avoid any mishaps. Construction and finishing of chambers. 45 meter by 60 centimeter or 45 by 90 centimeter depending upon the number of pipes connecting and entering to the chamber. For two pipe connection, one chamber of 45 to 60 centimeter, and for more pipes provide 45 by 90 centimeter inspection chambers. Location as per the drawing or as per the proposed alignment. Wall thickness should be 23 centimeter, should be plastered internally and externally with a cement mortar of 1:4. Gully channel should be finished with a M10 grade in a smooth finishing. Frame and cover to be fixed in a 10 centimeter PCC of M10 before an external plaster. Precast concreting cover for the chambers in the parking should be aligned with the arranged according to the design calculation of the vehicular loading. Bottom level should be 15 centimeter below the incoming flow and flushed with the outgoing flow. Top of the chamber same as parking floor level or a road. Construction and finishing of the manholes. Top diameter should be 60 centimeter. Bottom diameter according to the depth of the sewer line from the ground level. Minimum it should be 1.2 meter. Location according to the drawing or according to the alignment. Construction of the wall. Up to 1.8 meter depth it should be 38 centimeter to 23 centimeters wall. Provide CI steps at the required level for going down and inspecting the same. Gully channel there's a concreting grade M10 should be laid into slope. Frame and cover precast MS CI with a heavy duty frame and cover. Frame to be fixed in a 15 centimeter thick concreting. Plaster should be internally and externally is 1:4 with a waterproofing treatment inside. The bottom level sloped as per the sewer line. 15 centimeter below the incoming sewer flow, flushed with the outgoing sewer flow. Top level as per the road level or as per the network. Checking and testing of drainage and pipes. Test of joints. Hydraulic test. It is suitable for a new drainage system. It can be carried out between two consecutive manhole chambers. The lower end of the drain should be plugged with an expanding rubber stopper or with a flexible pneumatic stopper. The section of the drain pipe under test is filled with the water using a funnel with approximately 60 centimeter head above the highest joint. The highest joint should also be plugged and the funnel pass through it. Fill the water in the drain and leave it for approximately 2 hours so that if there is any leakages can be observed in the joints. Leaky joints can be marked and rectified. This is the plan of the inspection chamber. This is the section of the inspection chambers. Air test. The pipeline section under test is plugged in both the ends and traps are fully water sealed. Air is forced into the pipeline. Air pressure is adjusted to the main water seals of the traps, that is 7.5 cm. Failure of the air to maintain water level indicates the leakages. Suspected joints may then be coated with a soap solution. This helps to detect the leaky joint from where the air escapes. Smoke test. It is suitable for a waste system, ventilating and soil pipes and shallow drains in a porous soil. All traps and lower ends are fully sealed. Smoke is introduced into the drain with a special machine or a smoke rockets. Any leakage of smoke indicates the exact location of the leak joints. Testing in lineary, verticality and slopes. Each channel line ought to have an appropriate incline to deplete of the night soil or wastewater by gravity. Vertical shade should be genuinely vertical. They improve the presence of the structure. Flat sewer lines must be genuinely in line and in the necessary angle to keep up the smooth stream and to evade the stagnation of the streaming material. All vertical shape should be appropriately clipped. An adequate number of clips should be given on each floor. Tallness to keep up the verticality of the vertical stakes. All line joints and the separate filling should be appropriately filled to evade spillages issued on the resultant support. Trap joints that are implanted in water sealing should be finished with the lead joints. The remainder of the joints might be finished with the concreting joints. Utilize solvent chemicals for the joints in the PVC pipes. Causes of leakages. The improper layout of the drainage pipes. Improper execution is also one of the cause. Projection in traps or CA pipes where pipeline limits process of cotton match stack etc. remain may lead to choke up. Tiny cracks, holes in pipes, traps and other fillings also cause the cracks. The connecting branch pipe should have a sufficient slope for self-cleaning velocity. The slope may not be maintained due to the long length and restricted depth of the sunken portion. The branch pipe should have a minimum length. The method of joining also helps for responsible leakages. Many joints are linked in the network of the pipeline. If these joints are not properly filled, leakages can occur. To avoid leakages in floors where pipes are embedded, use lead joint if possible. The inner circumstantial faces of the nanny trap. If not finished, allow wastewater to percolate. Precaution in the internal drainages. The branch pipeline to be provided with a proper slopes, minimum bends, and outlet with a maximum joints. Bend should have a larger joint. Fitting like a T, bend, and Y, etc. should be provided with a clean out or trap window at the proper location of the pipe network. Embedding pipes below the masonry or floor should be avoided. At least it should be kept the minimum required length. Thank you for watching this presentation. Kindly subscribe and like and share, which will motivate me for a further good presentation. In case of any queries, do not hesitate to write to me. The response shall be at the earliest. Courtesy. Images from Google, write-up from various handbooks and websites. You can contact me at civilconclave@gmail.com or at my Telegram group, Australian Telegram group. The link is as follows. Kindly subscribe, like and share so that I can be motivated to give further good presentation. Thank you for watching it once again. Kindly subscribe please.